Hi, this is Deborah from dinglefoot.com, and this week I'm going to show you a very simple scrapbook layout. This has 6 little photo mats, and I actually did this for a blog challenge on Little Scraps of Heaven designs, so that's where I got my die cuts, cute as a button, and also this little bear. So you might want to search for Little Scraps of Heaven in Google if you want to get these, and if you have a machine that can cut the SVG files or files like that. So this little bear is all different pieces, but you can use any bear die cut or even a stamped image if you just want to stamp it, cut it out for your page. And then of course these you can adapt to any kind of letter die cuts or stickers. So I already have them made right here. I cut those out, put them together, and for my little bear I even found a little crown button, so I cut the piece off the back and glued it on the little bear for a crown. So I have that. I'll show you how to make the heart. And then the paper that I used for my photo mats, this is from Scrap and Sports, and it has newborn on one side, and on the other side it has baby girl. So I cut this part off to save for later because that makes an excellent title for a page. So we're going to be working with this side. I have a darker pink piece of cardstock, and my background paper is a pearl paper. So this is really nice. It makes a nice background. It has the pattern already, so that makes it look great right away without having to do anything to make a background on it. I'm going to use my Southwest corner punch and probably some Zots and other types of glue. For my heart, these are not glued down yet. I have a 3-inch heart, and then all I did was go to my button jar and just get all sorts of pink and purple and even white buttons, and I'm just going to glue these on my heart. So I think that's all I need. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, for your heart, just take your buttons and just make random patterns with them. It does not matter if there's space in between them. There's just going to be naturally. I try to keep some of the bigger ones away from each other so there's not just a big clump of big buttons. And then of course down here in the corner of my heart I'm going to be putting something small, and you can do the same around the edges, use some of the smaller buttons. But just randomly glue them on there and make a nice design. And that's all there is to making the heart. I'm going to get this finished and I'll be right back. Okay, so my heart is made and that's drying. So I have all my pieces that I need to embellish my page, and now it's time to make the photo mats. So I'm going to take this piece of paper here and I'm going to cut strips of 3-inch by 3-inch mats on here for my photos. So I will need 6 of them, and there's more than enough paper to do this and save your neat title here. So I'm going to cut 6 of those and do the same thing with this dark pink cardstock, only once you get your little photo mats cut, let me grab one here, like this, you're going to want to lay them against this paper and just mark a little bit of an edge around them and make sure you cut all of them exactly the same. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get those cut. Okay, so I have 6 of the little 3 by 3-inch squares and 6 of these dark pinker ones that are just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to take my Southwest punch now, and I'm going to take all these dark pink ones and punch all the corners. And then after that, all we do is take our paper and we're just going to glue it right on top of this square. So the southwest corner makes a nice little frame for your picture, if you want to make your pictures exactly 3 by 3 or make them just a little smaller so you can see that pretty paper on the edge. that would look great too. So I'm going to punch these and glue them together, and then we can put our page together. Okay, I have my photo mats ready, and you could get really fancy with these. You could sew the edges, you could put ribbon across them to slide the paper in, or paper clips, whatever you want, but I just made them plain so the photos would have to be glued onto the photo mats. But now I'm going to lay these out on my paper the way I want them. I'm going to have 3 down, and then I'm going to have 2 here and another one right here. And I wanted to lay these down first because if you put your embellishments on first, you don't always have the room that you thought you did for your photo mats. So I just laid them out the way I want them. My heart is going to go sideways on here, and then I'm going to take my bear and just tuck its feet under the heart just a little bit, so it's going to be standing like that. I always like to lay everything out first before we do any gluing because it's a little bit hard to change it at that point. And then my title is going to go up here. Okay, and this was in several pieces when I cut it, so I'm going to make sure we lay it out right so we can arrange it before gluing it down. So then when you think you have it the way you want it, you just go ahead and glue it down and you're finished. So I'm going to do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I got everything glued down. The only thing I did not glue flat to the page was the heart. I wanted it to stick up a little bit just to make it look more like the bear was behind it. So that's the only thing I did that was not completely flat against the page. The rest I did glue flat. So this is my finished scrapbook page. I hope you get to try it. Thanks so much for watching.